Namaste. Today I want to talk about energy healing and how did I start with energy healing and how do I incorporate this wonderful gift into my practice as a relationship and sacred sexuality coach. So when I first started, I was actually experimenting and I got initiated into Reiki a long time ago, and it was all for me and my close friends and family, and I was just experimenting with it. I always believed in energy, and not on an intellectual level, rather than on an experiential level. I did not know a lot of terms. I just knew that I was sensitive. I knew that I would go into a room and I would pick up on negativity or some people's energy, and I would be really kind of contracted and edgy in some places and open and expanded and like a social butterfly in other places. I know that instantly I would be comfortable with some people and instantly feel contracted or a wall with other people. I didn't know the term empath. I just know that back then that I know I was very sensitive to energy, and if my friends, like even I remember this friend specifically who had some kind of surgery, and I went to visit her in the hospital, and whenever she would put her hand on some part of her body, I would mirror her actions and I would feel the pain in the same parts of my body. And I know that also that when somebody would open up and tell me some personal stories or personal info, like kind of rant or vent or anything, I would also feel the same pain and like deeply empathize on a deeper level. Like I would really feel what they are going through. I would really I hope you don't mind the noise in the background. Some kids are playing outside my building. So I would feel the same pain, or like on a deeper level I would like instantly be in their shoes and feel the pain. And not necessarily I wanted to be that or feel that at that point, but after some time and after a lot of research, and I was very curious about spirituality and energy, I dug deeper and I started to take different courses, and Reiki was one of them. And when I started doing Reiki, I was actually sticking to the basic practices of Reiki until I started incorporating it on a deeper level in my coaching. And what I felt is, when somebody comes to me with a certain problem, and usually it's processed in the head and it's mentally, and I believe that my partner does not understand me, or I believe that I have this problem and this problem is causing me to act in a certain way, or I believe that this is the block, or this is that is keeping me from finding the right partner, or I cannot wrap my head around this relationship. I am over it, but I don't know what are the lessons or any of that. And I would suggest first that they would, like in my head, like this is kind of like the initial session that I actually get to know what is the problem. But I decided, like by experience, when I ask my clients to come first for a Reiki session, and then I start, and it happened to me spontaneously, I would say. I mean, it's not something that I really learned the technique of doing that. It just, I started feeling the aura, and more of feeling than seeing. Now I would see, not with everyone, but for some people I would see the colors of their chakras, and some people I would actually see something in the aura, like I would see transparent crystal sometimes, but it comes like a feeling in my body, more like I would feel myself, I want to cry, or I feel purging. The crying is kind of purging, and I would feel the pain, or I would feel yawning, which is also purging, some kind of purging. and and I would like sit with the person after, and I would say, okay, so there are some blockages here, some blockages here. I felt like maybe you need more energy in your knees. And then somebody would say, oh yeah, I fell on my knees when I was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, or I had a bike accident, or I fell on my back. And then it would lead to other places and other, like it would either branch out into other problems that the person is not conscious of, or it actually would take us back to the roots of the problem they have in their life. And more often than usual, it would be root healing, which is another practice that I do, which is healing from the root, which is mostly associated with the parents. Like you have a problem with the mother figure, which is the divine feminine, you have a problem with the father figure, which is the divine masculine, and it kind of manifests and it shows up in your relationship and your life and all this. And it's all about hidden traumas in the body, because the traumas are actually stored in every single cell of our body, because every single cell has all the memories, and that's how you can clone people from one single cell. So it has all the information. So I started telling people, okay, I listen to you, I'm gonna take notes of what you're saying, but please come first for a Reiki session, because I want to do like a scanning, it's like doing an X-ray before seeing your doctor. So I would just scan the whole body and get all the information and that also gives me a bit of priority. I just prioritize what I want to work first with my clients, coaches, whatever you want to call it. So I would give more introspective into their subconscious, actually, because this is the hidden, this is beyond the conscious mind, this is beyond the ego, the personality, the identity, what we want to take control of. And then I am in without an agenda, I am completely empty, and they are completely empty without expectations. And then I work on their chakras, and I see what's missing, what needs to be healed. Because also I am a conduit, I'm just a channel, I'm a healer. The universe is using me, so it gives me insight about what these people might need, which they are not aware of. Because sometimes you go to your doctor with a certain problem, but then the tests, and the X-rays shows a more deeper and a more serious thing that needed your attention. You just went there to just kind of open up. And so I truly urge the people that if you have a problem in your life, go for an energetic, find a practitioner close to you. If you're not into energy healing, read about it, watch some YouTube videos. You have to filter out the information, because there's so many information out there. But just trust your gut, trust your instinct, go with what you feel. Find somebody that you can that you can feel that they are kind of empathetic and intuitive, I would say, because there are so many people out there doing that. So just trust your own gut. Even you can go for, like, I have clients who come, they don't believe in anything like other than the mainstream, but when they try energy healing, like on their tooth or headaches or migraines or sometimes the uterus or all kinds of physical ailments, and they see how the effect and they see how calm they become, and then they start actually seeing how energy works for them experientially, rather than just believing somebody else's words. They see for themselves. So this is how important energy is. We are all energy, and everything is energy. We are like big antennas. So I would urge you to really go and seek energy healing if you have any problem, prior to consulting with a therapist, a coach, a psychotherapist, a psychologist, any of the above. And and if you want to, if you're in the area or if you're interested in any Reiki or energy healing sessions. My social handles are in my description box. You can contact me on Facebook or Instagram or on my website, and then I can book a session for you, or you can book a session yourself. Stay blessed, stay healed, stay tuned into your intuition and your gut, and trust your heart. Namaste.